Nadine,
Yes.
thanks for joining me.
Thank you for having
Appreciate
me.
it. How have you enjoyed the festival so far?
Good. The rain has not been ideal, but information is coming to me, so I'm
I
enjoying it.
imagine someone with frizzy, curly hair, the rain is not your friend.
Sometimes, whilst it's damp, it's fine, but if it dries,
Boom, it's the humidity.
Yeah.
Tell me a little bit about your business. Who are you? What do you do? How do you
Okay.
help? What problems do you solve?
everything.
Yes.
Okay, so I'm Nadine, and my business is called Ardan Life, and I do natural skincare as well as supplements, and I kind of have my own brand on there, and then I will, like festivals like this, I go to see what kind of like new up and coming things are. If I like it and it works and I feel like, it's another way of taking it or using it, and it's something that, the customers would like, I then bring them onto the e-commerce as well, and
Nice.
and have them on there with me. So,
And who's your primary target for what you do? What you do and sell?
so literally me. So anybody that wants to kind of have that 1%, do 1% better in all areas, can accumulate. So whether it be the mushroom teas or the CBD patches or the, menopause or the hangover patches and all those types of things. So patches is really a side of the business that I'm kind of going to be pushing forward, just because it's, you don't have to keep taking loads of tablets. You just put it on an area that's like thin skinned that can go into the bloodstream, it's direct rather than having to travel through the gut and into our system. So patches is a big thing at the moment for myself, and I can see it's becoming an easier way to take things.
Nice.
So everything natural, everything just kind of, we live in a society where we're surrounded by a lot of kind of, whether
Crap.
it be chemicals and pollution.
You can say it. We're surrounded by a lot of crap.
Best. Yeah, it's not the best. So I'm just trying to create a platform where, it's a kind of one-stop shop where you can get a bit of this and a bit of that that's going to just benefit you. Some are going to have more benefits than others, but if you're unsure, even if it's kind of like getting your toothbrushes that are not plastic based and things like, just those little things that help us and help others and the world in itself. So that's.
How did you come to do this then? Like, what was the spark in you that was like, I want to do this?
So I was a restaurateur before.
Right.
Yes. So I had a restaurant.
One of them.
And then COVID obviously came and the business kept getting shut down.
I heard that was bad.
Yeah. So we kept getting shut down. And at first when we were shut down, it's like, oh, so much free time, loving it. And then the mind was like, okay, I need to do something. And so my passion through COVID as well was very much making sure we stayed healthy as a family. We were really, taking on our ginger shots and,
nice.
mixing with the turmeric and the cayenne peppers. So really on that. And I was like, I feel like if I can create a platform for like-minded and just to basically kind of keep our health a little bit higher, because everything is, I suppose, a lot of it is down to our immune system. So, even if we do get unwell, it's how quickly do we recover? Or, maybe this one will pass me, hopefully. So it came about like that. And then I think just the love of it and, trying to keep natural and,
There's something to be said for just having a passion for something.
Yeah.
And like you've gone through it with your family, you've tried it.
Yeah.
You know what it's about. You've done your research.
Yeah.
You've got that practical experience, and now you're bringing that to
I
the
try
real
to
world.
do things
And,
that I live.
yeah.
So
Yes.
and then bring it forward. So
There's an authenticity in that, though,
Yes.
isn't there? Like
Yeah.
there's like I'm living and breathing the brand, and I can personally vouch for
Vouch
all
for
these
yeah.
things that I'm doing.
Yeah,
And I think
yeah.
that's really important.
Yeah.
How long has the brand been going now then?
So it's been going a couple of years. I did take a sidestep and I pulled in a brand that I brought into the UK called Canor. So they're a natural skincare brand as well as some supplements.
Okay.
And they're from the Czech Republic. So I kind of made a bit of a platform for them here. And now I'm kind of bringing that over onto Ardan Life so that, once again, it's about vouching for a brand, using it and making sure that I can say, yes, this is something that I believe works. I've got the kind of customer feedback as well. And now I'm bringing it back onto Ardan and growing Ardan now.
Personally backing those products in the UK. Nice.
Yes.
E-commerce is an absolute monster of a business model, of a sort of vertical to go into.
Yes.
We know this very, very well with our marketing agency. Like we deal primarily with e-commerce, and it's just one of those, like, there's so many variables that can happen, and there's a lot against you, and it's getting crowded.
Yes.
How are you finding it? Like, what challenges are you coming up with? Because obviously, primarily, this is for advice for entrepreneurs who want to get started or want to master it.
Yeah, I would say I've learned a lot.
Yeah.
I've made a lot of errors.
Yeah.
And coming here was also, again, to try and find solutions for the errors that I'm, coming across. I think things like automation of, whether it's that follow-up or, the feedback from a customer, or reminding the customer that you're still, there, or, when they've finished their products, roughly the timings. So I think that's something that definitely helps e-commerce. And obviously you've got the social media, making sure everything kind of flows well. And I think because when you create, say, whether it be some content, or you've got a new brand that's or new product that's coming out, you want to kind of filter that through everything, and rather than you've pushed it on one platform and then it hasn't kind of gone over to another. So I think the kind of connecting everything and making sure that everything runs smoothly. And I would probably say customer journey. And I think because of the brand, because everything is natural, personable, things like that, I want my customers to kind of have that, just make it easy for them.
This is the thing. And honestly, if you can keep that in mind all the time, I don't see how you can lose, because there's a lot of people who go, well, I think this would work, or I think that, no. What's the customer think?
Yes.
Like, where's the friction? Like, how, where are people dropping off?
Exactly.
And quite honestly, a lot of people have problems with product. Like, sometimes it is the product, like, that's just not good enough. And, you have to overcome those challenges. But in terms of like growing the business and getting to where you are now, like things like tariffs, like bringing product into the UK, Brexit, I still feel like we're reeling from all of that Brexit stuff. So
and we are. It is difficult. I'm a one-man woman. So I think kind of keeping up with all these challenges, everything that comes back, and whether it be a customer who orders in another country and then they get hit with a a tax or something on the product that maybe I wasn't aware of for that particular country, or if it's over a certain this or that. So those, again, it all boils down to the customer journey. I need to make sure they're happy, and that I don't find any snags that they're going to have to incur, because then it can be off-putting. As I said, I am my customer. So if something came to me and there was this big bill that I had to pay for, something that I've already purchased, it's it can be really off-putting, and they're going to source elsewhere. So it's keeping up with, as you said, all the kind of legal sides of things, and things coming in and out of the country. So it's a challenge. But it's kind of trying to preempt what's going to come, and not let the customer feel it, basically.
What's the mission with this then? Because obviously, people set up e-commerce businesses to make money and have a decent revenue stream and things like that. But obviously for you, it sounds like it's a little bit different. It's a little bit more about more than just the money. Yeah. Like, what's your mission, vision for the business?
Obviously money is everybody, that's one side of it. But to be honest with you, it is giving a platform where it's not that difficult to better your health. Like, small little changes can actually really impact. So I still, I love coffee, and now my morning coffee is a mixture of all the mushrooms, one that's going to give me the energy, one that's going to be good for my mind, and then I just add a tiny bit of coffee into that because I like the taste. So it's like those small things. So now that's my morning thing, without fail, and it's now, I miss it if I don't have it.
What is it about mushrooms? I don't personally take like mushroom tea or mushroom supplement or whatever. What is it about it? How can it help?
There's certain mushrooms that can be, people use as a pre-workout. There'll be other ones that are for cognitive and kind of building help.
Yeah, that's the one I need.
Yeah, so lion's mane is that one. And in my family we have dementia that's kind of becoming more and more kind of closer and closer, should I say. And lion's mane, through, again, using it for myself, using it for my father, who, he had a stroke, which, had a knock-on effect. And at first I was like, okay, I'm just going to give him a hard hit of lion's mane daily, regularly, and a high dose. And then I thought, oh, maybe it's just, all just talk and these mushrooms, all the woo-woo kind of things of it. And then so I was like, oh, maybe it's not actually helping him as much. So I kind of took it back. And then I saw a decline. And then going to certain events, speaking to other people that deal with dementia patients and things like that, they've come over to me and been like, we've seen the difference in the patients. Okay. So I was like, okay. So I was really seeing a difference.
That's the social proof you want, isn't it?
Yes. So all of that. And I just love that. And I really do stand by tiny changes and all for what we might need differently, whether it's male, female, whether we have some kind of ailments or skin conditions, becoming very aware that the gut health is major for us. It's hoping for somebody to come across the site and be like, okay, let me try that, and be like, oh my God, is that all I needed? Just a little touch of this, and it's made a difference. So,
amazing. Yeah. So in terms of like your digital infrastructure, I presume you're on Shopify.
Yeah. So you got the ardanlife.com, all on the social medias, Instagram, TikTok. You'll see me. Everywhere.
You're literally everywhere right now, right?
Yes, I am the face and the person packing. So everything is very, very kind of personal to me and from me. So anybody that kind of reaches out, it's me on the other end.
Excellent. I think that's good. I like the fact that for an e-commerce business, there's a person at the front of it. Like, I think we're seeing that more and more, aren't we? Like people getting in front of their brands rather than hiding.
I love speaking to people that have tried things. So I see I've done other stalls and stuff, and there's one stall that I was doing regularly before, and the woman would come every week to get her CBD gummies for her joints and stuff, and she loved it. So it's always good speaking to people.
So do you have the same handle across social media?
Yeah, Ardan Life is all across the board.
Well done, getting it consistent across the board. That's tough to do.
Customer journey.
Yeah, absolutely.
Learning.
Same everywhere.
Yes.
And what's next for you then? Like, what's the next big challenge that you're working on to grow your business?
Yeah, so I think the patches is definitely something that'll be launching probably in the next few weeks.
Nice.
So making sure that I do it justice, because again, it's something I do believe in. Easy way to take the different types of patches that I'll have. I think probably interaction a bit more with people, finding out what problems they have or what they've tried. Going to these things, you see so many different CBDs and that, and just finding the best. But another thing that I try to do, being Muslim myself, there's certain things we can and cannot take. So trying to promote the fact that we got halal collagen and things like that. So just kind of reaching the people that might think, oh no, can't do that, or my skin condition can't take A, B and C, when really you can take it in a different form or a different way. So
that's really good. I mean, that's something I didn't even realize that, with supplements and things, those kinds of, those kinds of ingredients that,
can make a difference for somebody just to be maybe like, oh, I don't know, so I'm going to back away, when really trying to make sure that everybody can benefit.
Amazing. Yes. This was great. Just to repeat it, where can people find you? So it's ardanlife.com.
Ardanlife.com.
Ardan Life.
Instagram,
Ardan Life everywhere,
everything. So Ardan Life.
Amazing. Well, I'm going to be watching and looking out for you and seeing how you're doing. And
thank you.
Thanks so much for coming on. And
thank you for having
honestly,
me.
Enjoy the rest of the festival.
Yes, thank you.
Cheers.
Thank you.